on the hourly time frame something going on like that. So right now the euro currency pairs are going up, so euro is going up all across the board, and also you can see the franc currency pairs, or well, dollar franc is going down, meaning that franc is going up, right? So let's find another one. British pound, Swiss franc is going down. So both, what does that tell us? That tells us that both the franc is getting stronger and the euro is getting stronger. So then I moved on to the euro franc currency pair, and I like, because they're both getting stronger, they're kind of battling. It's like I even made this comment to myself, like battle of the titans for today. Anyway, they started the strong day, both of them, and that's why you can see like this flat movement, because one is going very strong against other currency pairs and the other one's going very strong against other currency pairs, and it's, for them, it's like they're fighting for the first place, you can say it that way. And when you see something like this on a higher time frame, you move down slowly and you see that it's not just a flat, it's actually a triangle that's forming here. And once I saw that, I was like, yep, I'm in. I'm gonna get in on this. And once again, this is just because I'm testing out the broker. I don't want to commit to a full throttle trading strategy or anything like that. I'm just kind of having fun. But this is a real account. Just to clarify, I've got 2,000 Australian dollars, and today I made 55 Australian dollars just by testing the broker. So I don't really. This is test funds. This is not money that I'm like relying on or battling for, or working to get. This is just to test it out. Anyway, so the triangle, and decided to put, as I advise, or not advise, I don't advise, as I showed you in the course, as I normally do, I put two orders. So one buy stop, you can see it over here. So I'll just put a line through it. That's the buy stop, and the sell stop was over here. You can't see it on the chart because it's gone, but let's see what happens if I drag it on. So there's a sell stop, and we'll just delete that. That's where I put the sell stop, and you can see where I put it. So this vertical line, oops, that's not a vertical line. I'm gonna fix this one up. This is an unplanned tutorial for this course, so excuse me if it's a bit ad hoc. Okay, so I've got the vertical line here, and let's make it a bit wider. Okay, so this is when I placed both the sell stop and buy stop. So I placed them at this point in time, and it was, well, according to this server time. By the way, this broker doesn't have servers in Australia. It has servers in America. It's a whole different story. Anyway, so I place the buy stop and sell stop over here. As you can see, like the triangle, it just works. It's two strong currency pairs at the moment. Something is going to happen, and it happened. And where did I place my take profit? You see this line over here? This is how I measured the base, just like we discussed in the course. So if I just move this back, just remember that where the take profit was hit. It was hit exactly at the top of this movement. How did I get the top of the movement? Well, look, this is how I got this line in the first place. I measured the base of my triangle, right? So somewhere like that. And then I placed it, so I thought, okay, maybe it won't shoot out right away. So from here, it won't shoot out like immediately. You'll probably shoot out in like a couple of bars at least. So then I put the line where I thought it would shoot out, right? And then I put the take profit just below half of the base. And that's exactly what we discussed in the course, that you place your take profit at around half the size of the base of the triangle. As you can see, it worked perfectly here. Like the take profit closed and then the price turned around. Well, if we look at the bars, there was a bit of a movement more upwards, right? But not that much more, and you don't want to run after these little things. And the other point is that it didn't go all the whole base of the triangle. It just went past half the base and then turned around. And so yeah, that's the triangle pattern. What else did I do today? There was a good trade over here somewhere. This one, no, it was on. Give me a second. It was. See, I've even got comments here. Test 02, test 05. Was it the Euro franc? No, it was the British Canadian. There we go. So here was a good trade. So what can we see here? I'm gonna just switch this grid off so you can see more. Okay. So here what happened was, I don't usually trade against the trend, right? But what you could see here was a strong trend all the way. And then just as I opened the chart, I could see this candle forming. So this is something we haven't discussed in the course, but it's another thing. You see this candle shooting upwards very quickly. So that's the point, that I saw it form extremely quickly. It was like it just went like bam, very fast upwards. What happens in these situations, if it's not some news or something that's forcing the market to go, and it's going to keep going that way, if it's just like a spontaneous, maybe a session opened, or a company announced or a bank is having like not a major but a minor intervention, or something is happening in the world, some geodemographical cataclysm or something happened very quickly, but it's not major, right? So I didn't hear anything on the news. I know it's not a Friday, so I don't think that there's something major going on. What usually happens after that is the currency retraces a little bit. So people go in, and then what happens, people see this movement, it's going fast. If I put the tick volume back on here, you see the tick volume here. In Forex, tick volume is basically, it's not the same as volume on the stock market or anything. It's just how many ticks there were in this bar, like how many times did the price change in this bar. And so there's a lot of volume, so people were like, it was moving very quickly, and people could see that. And what do traders do, especially novice traders, they try to jump onto that movement. They try to get on, so they're like, oh, the bars are going fast upwards, I got to get in on this, I'm gonna miss out. And never do that. That's not a good idea. If you miss the train, you've missed the train. So you can see here, like, it took a couple of minutes. This is the minute time frame, maybe like half an hour or something, but it was going very quickly. Like in a minute, here you can see it went 13 pips, and then like very quick. And this is a Monday morning, so this is just the Asia trading session. We talked about trading sessions also in this course as well at the start. So you know that it shouldn't be very quick. It should be kind of like lazy and slow. And it's like going very quick, very quick. People are trying to jump onto this movement. And what happens? The late traders, they jump in over here. And that's when the smart traders start selling. Like the traders that are late, they want to buy. And that's when the smart traders are selling off this movement that they got from the bottom to the top. And now they're getting out of the market. So there's a lot of currency British pound, there's a lot of British pound being released into the market. And all the late traders, they're buying it, while the traders that came in early, they just get rid of the currency. And because there's so much currency, excess currency, the price is going down. And that's when you jump in. Like, it doesn't always happen, but if you can see that it's happening, that this exact scenario is happening, then in this case, what I did is I jumped in and I just capitalized on that movement back, like kind of little retracement that happens after quick movements like that. Quick, unexpected, and unexplained movements like that. And that's it. And then I got out. I even put a buy stop order, buy limit order somewhere here. So I was going to, you can see it somewhere here, buy limit there. So I was expecting, I'll drag it onto chart. I was expecting the price to turn around. So I knew that it's against the trend. It's not going to last forever. This downward movement, it's going to keep going up, right? So I put a buy limit, and I said, okay, so if this retracement goes